Usborne Books and More is so well known for their nonfiction. They do it extremely well. They're very well recognized for it. They have everything from math, science, history, language, music, art books. So they make learning really, really fun. So I wanted to show you one of my favorite series. This is Life Size. We have Life Size, the regular Life Size, and then we have Life Size Dinosaurs. So this is actually comparing yourself to the life size of animals. So this is a life size panda face. And it goes through and you compare yourself with both big and small animals. So a life size bee hummingbird. This is one of my favorites. A life-size polar bear paw. So you can compare, if your child can compare their hand to a life-size polar bear paw. So many cool different animals to compare yourself to. Giant squid eye. And in the back of the book, it shows you how many life-size books it would take to add up to that particular animal. So I think that's super fun. Then also, I'll show you inside Life Size Dinosaurs. Similar, but all about dinosaurs. So you can compare yourself to the life size of dinosaurs. So, Life Size Dinosaur Eggs. One of my favorites, let me see if I can find it, this is a life size pteranodon beak. So you can hold it up and see how you compare. And of course they also have, just so cool, a life-size T-Rex mouth. So I just think that is just kind of incredible. Really, really fun. Our very first questions and answer series and our first questions and answer series. So very first questions and answers are a little bit smaller, and they're good for ages 2 and older, about 2 to 5. The first questions and answers are great for about 3 and older. So we have some great titles. What is the moon? So these books are set up in a really cool way. So there's questions on the top of the flap, and then you open it up and it answers it. So really cool, kind of unique flaps in this book as well, these books as well. One of my favorite of the very first questions and answer series is what's a potty for? So we're gonna be using that very soon with my son. What are feelings is great, helping children understand how to recognize by body language how people are feeling, how to express their own feelings, healthy ways to express them, kind of more unhealthy ways to express them, and just basically guiding them in understanding their feelings and the feelings of others. I love our big books. So this is Big Book of ABC and we have Big Book of Numbers. These make learning your ABCs and numbers so fun. The illustrations are beautiful. They have the big and little letter, but then they have these alliterations that make it easier for you to learn the actual letter sound. So an ancient ark, or Aunt Anna's asparagus. So helping you learn the sound as well. The illustrations are so, so pretty. And I love how there's a page dedicated to each letter. Similarly, Big Book of Numbers has a page dedicated to each number. But there's all these really interesting facts about the numbers. So Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon. One small step for man. Go a little further. There are 4 main phases of the moon, for 4. A leap year occurs every 4 years. So all of these interesting facts and kind of making these numbers more real and relevant. The last series I want to show you is our 100 Things to Know series. So we have a ton of these. I'm holding space and numbers, computers, and coding. But we also have history, the human body, science. So it actually has 100 things. So every page is dedicated to one of those things. Really interesting things like, dodging asteroids in space, what that looks like, how much a space toilet costs. Super interesting. Black holes. The sun isn't actually yellow. So all of these just really cool facts about this one about space, this one about numbers, computers, and coding. And I love all of these 100 Things to Know About series. So whatever interests your child, whether it be science, math, art, music, we can definitely find a perfect book for them, and no matter what their age is. So I hope you saw some things that you think your children would enjoy.